Unbelievable! That is a dream goal!
They found it! They finally found the goal they were looking for!
What a finish that is! Do not scratch your eyes! This is really happening!
And welcome everyone to Game and Frame. I'm your commentator, John Hallwood, as Real Central take on Philadelphia Soccer Club. This game, mighty important for playoffs, of course. If we take a look at the standings, of course, both of these teams are 4th and 5th as of right now. Philadelphia Soccer Club with a game in hand, but a lot more at stake than just 3 points. A win for either of these teams would help them clinch playoffs, at least. If a Real Central win today, they would be tied on head-to-head and would have better goal difference over Philadelphia as of right now. But for a Philadelphia win, it would be the clean sweep and some more life, 3 points and some more life for playoffs, of course. Again, Philadelphia Soccer Club has only played 16 games so far, as Real Central has played 17. Again, also another big factor is the size of these benches. Not as big as we usually see Again, it's a Friday night, 7 p.m. I'm glad you're joined with us here at 7 p.m. on a Friday night in here, Game and Frame, of course, as the players take to the field for the international walkout. Just some fun facts for you. Real Central, of course, has made it to the New Jersey State Cup. They're in the final. Location, I believe, has changed since then, but we will give you more information about that. But either way, Real Central coming off a 4-1 victory over the Medford Strikers. That game was away. As for Philadelphia, they've come off a loss. That game was at home, and they faced Oakland United FC, lost 4-0. So Philadelphia right now trying to come off from a major loss, come back with a win here and a mighty 3 points. A draw would help them at least get a point, but the 3 points is what the eyes of the Philadelphia Soccer Club team is what they're looking for, especially as they're down by 4 points. Philadelphia are in the light baby blue with the black numbers. As for Real Central, they are in the red shirts, white numbers. Philadelphia is going to be on your right. Real Central is going to be on your left. But again, I'm glad you're joined with us here in Game and Frame. I am John Hallwood to bring you live coverage here of this APSL matchup. An important matchup, like I said again, is this got to do with a lot of playoffs for the teams. Only the top 4 in the standings go to playoffs, of course. As of right now, it is Real Central at 4th, Oakland United FC at 3rd, Alloy Soccer Club at 2nd, and WC Predators, or better known as Westchester Predators, up in 1st. But again, as these two teams line up, it's going to be interesting to see who's going to come out victorious in the next 90 minutes. But like I said, I'll bring you live coverage as Philadelphia is looking to be the one with the ball, of course, as Boy is the one set to kick it off for the Philadelphia Soccer Club. Referee just waiting a little bit. Assistant referee still checking on that goal. He's going to go back to his position. Looks like a 4-2-3-1 formation, possibly. Could be a 4-3-2-1, depending on how the set of minutes go. As the whistle's blown off, and we'll kick this one off here in Philadelphia is now on the attack. As McCarthy was with it. Ija Boy lost possession, and now it's back with Real Central. Real Central still with it, up with a far cross up ahead, and that one's got to get kicked away, as that was Ila Skashkeville. I will try to pronounce these names right as best as I can. It's Luke Papagiano with it now. And now pass back to Firmino. Firmino passes it back, passes into the middle. Believe that it was Vavic. Ibrahim Vavlik. That's the guy that's on number 9, wearing the number 9 for Real Central. As they pass it back to Eric Wankowski. Gives it to John Firmino. Stodak. And that ball gets intercepted by Jara. Pack's picked up. I believe that is Rashid Thomas out on the wing there. It gets crossed in by number 11, Ficarada. That ball goes out. That's going to be a corner for Philadelphia, so already the first corner for Philadelphia. And the goal for Philadelphia is Danley St. Paul. But either way, the corner for Philadelphia. See on who's the one to take this one for Philadelphia. Looks like to be, so I try to see who it is. Again, numbers all the way far out. But either way, cross coming in. Ball up in the air, still floating back. Richter with a header, but unable to get that one. It hits the post, and Real Central is able to clear this one away. Gerara. Real Central. Now on the counterattack. Ibram trying to get there, unable to. It gets picked up by Gerara and loses possession, and still Philadelphia trying to gain back possession. They finally do. St. Paul now with it. Philadelphia quickly had a chance to score a goal with Richter on the back post, but Philadelphia loses possession, and then Real Central, who quickly gets an interception on that one, is Saksheville. But either way, Real Central with a quick counterattack, but unable to do anything with it. Holden. That was Holden. Chihuahua. Unable to keep it. Holden now. Rector. Rashid. Unable to get to that one, and now Real Central now back with it. And that ball unfortunately goes out, and that was Luke Papagiano was the intended target there. It's going to be a throw-in for Philadelphia. Philadelphia still with it. That ball goes out. Again, another Philadelphia throw-in. comes another throw in for Philadelphia. Sergio was the one to throw that one in and quickly gets taken away by Real Central. Real Central now with it. Philadelphia pressing, but Real Central able to get out of it so far. Still more pressing from Philadelphia. Can they get out of it? No, they can't. Girara. Figueroa is going to chase after it, and that one is getting shielded by John Firmino. And it's going to be a goal kick. The referee was just pointing out to a cone, and that got taken care of quite quickly. And now Real Central now on the counter attack. Real Central with it, and it gets quickly stepped in the way of the pass was Mo Jawara. That one's going to be a corner for Real Central, but a promising attack already as Ela was the intended target, unable to get to that one. New ball's presented in. Aleli, I think, is going to be the one to take this corner. He is going to be the one to take it. Corner for Real Central, low cross, and that one doesn't quite get the clearance that Philadelphia was hoping for. So another opportunity for Real Central to put in a cross. A little nice couple passes, another chance for a cross, and that one goes behind the field goal and goes out for a goal kick for Philadelphia. But either way, both of these teams looking quite eager early on. Again, it starts to get darker here. Again, I also kind of wonder when the lights start to come on and kick on real quick. But either way, another chance for Philadelphia on it. Gets a nice pass blocked by Eric Carpapala. Either way, that ball goes out for Real Central. Real Central now with it. Ajaboy fighting on a battle, able to still hold on to it. Philadelphia quickly loses possession as Giannis is able to pick it up and loses possession also again. And now Real Central with a good chance here, and this guy is going to be offsides, I think, and it is. Ibram, a whole man offsides. Ben Richter was able to tell his defenders to stay back, and a good offside trap by Philadelphia Soccer Club. So Richter is the one to kick this one back in. Philadelphia with it now. Sergio now comes in for Philadelphia. Rashid Thomas was the intended target again. He's looking dangerous still with his fast pace and his footwork as that one goes out for a corner kick for Philadelphia. Philadelphia had a dangerous first corner. Ben Richter, of course, just hitting it off the back post. He himself was, of course, in the back, near the back post, so some marking issues for this Real Central team. As Ficarada is the one to take the corner. Cross comes in the middle of the box, ball still in the middle. Philadelphia is asking for a handball, still out of the still in the box. Real Central's unable to clear this one away. Up in the air, still. I think Rashid Thomas was trying to do some bicycle kick, but Luke Papagliano has it now. He's going to send it out to his right. Real Central 2-on-2, now with a 3v2, and then quickly hold up by Gerard Roger. Shot from Isla. And St. Paul is able to stop that one. But Real Central looking deadly on the counterattack, especially with the speed out on the wings. It's Real Central restarts themselves from the back. Pop in the middle. Falk was with it, but now it's still Real Central's throw-in. Throw-in, Luke Papagliano out on the wing. Cuts inside. Sends a box out to Isla with a nice touch. 1-0, the keeper's back of the net. Isla with the 1-0 goal for Real Central. And Real Central with a 1-0 lead puts them in the driver's seat for the playoffs. Luke Papagliano with the assist as Isla Sakshishvili was one with the goal. Sends this 1-0 for Real Central. But still plenty of time here in this game for Philadelphia to come back. Richter. Ficarella on the wing. Has a chance to cut in. He does. And that gets a slided out away. And another corner kick for Philadelphia. And Philadelphia's head coach screaming on the sideline, we need 2 goals to win this game. Which, again, they very much do. As of right now, but still, like I said, I think there's still plenty of time for a comeback to happen, of course. Just got to plan it out, find the open passes, and let your footwork and direct passes do the work. And you'll find one in the back of the net soon for Philadelphia if you're Philadelphia. By the way, Figueroa with a cross, and that one's going to get kicked out again, and that one goes for another corner for Philadelphia. So we wait for this next corner. Probably nice to say. Today's Game and Frame broadcast is sponsored by Umbro. You can head to umbroteam.com to start designing your team kit for free now. Produced by Umbro, designed and worn by you. Ficarella with a cross coming in, punches out of the box, and this time it's just outside. Ball rolls in, still comes back in. Clearance still not out there. As Elger was the one with it, and now Real Central on a chance for a counterattack, and both passes back could have led in some serious trouble for Philadelphia to find themselves down 2-0, but they're now back on the attack. Bell to Figueroa. Figueroa now sends it inside. Shot. Goal for Philadelphia to tie it back up. So that was number 20, Lawrence Narcisi, with the goal. It's a little bit of a windy one. Still has a nice little breeze out here, but again, 1-1 right now, and we're backed up to even when we first started this game. Both of these teams looking to attack and strike whenever they can. The Real Central seems to be the most dangerous so far on the counterattack. But either way, Giannis sends one up. Gets that one to go down. Papagliano's going to shoot one out, and that one's going to go wide right. That one was ambitious. Ambitious indeed, but not too far off. St. Paul lets that one go. See that one go. So goal kick is awarded for Philadelphia. Bell sends one up, and that one goes out, and that one's going to go back to Philadelphia. Thrown in, Philadelphia. Picked up again by Philadelphia, but a Real Central back up with it again. Giannis. Still with it. Trying to find an open man, Kenny. Having to go back and continue to go back, and it goes all the way back to the goalkeeper on Wadzkowski. Ball sent up down to the middle to Volvic. That ball goes out, and then Real Central now with it. Karchapala was the one to throw this one. Malali. And Rasheed Thomas takes this one away, and now he's on the wing using all the green that he has. Did he take too heavy of a touch? Keeps that one in. And what is it going to be the call here? Is it going to be a goal kick? Yes, it is going to be a goal kick. No corner here for Philadelphia. And Philadelphia had an attack of their own. Rasheed Thomas just took too much of a heavy touch. He was able to keep it in, but the wind was able to push that one away out. Philadelphia now back with it again after the goal kick. Firmino sends one up as I led the goal scorer, tries to get that one to stay with him. Unfortunate, he can't keep it. Holden passes it back to Bell. Bell in some trouble. Philadelphia gives it back. Here comes Holden. Holden looking for someone. Joara doesn't go for that one, and Holden telling him to go up, and Joara aren't on the same page as each other. Either way, a real central throw-in. Manu. Luke Papagliano. Papagliano fighting for it, loses possession. Philadelphia gains it. Narcisi. Figueroa, Holden. Holden with it. Going around one defender, can't go around two. Papagliano. And now Real Central back on the attack. And that one just a little bit too of a heavy pass, but still some trouble. But St. Paul is able to deal with that one and kick that one up. Figueroa. Jawara. Holden. Sends one to Thomas, but that one gets intercepted quickly by Dennis Rooney. Luke Papagliano out on the left. Stays out wide. Thinks about cutting in. No, he doesn't. Gives it out to Giannis. Giannis in some trouble. That one he's going to get called the foul on. And the lights come here finally for this game. Starting to get a little too dark for my liking. But either way, kick this one off again. Richter to Holden. Holden now trying to find someone, and no one really wanting to come back to Holden. Jawara. Still with it. Is now Bell. Bell looking for the long cross. Figueroa is the only one there. That one just unable to get to him. Figueroa doesn't mind the move. He was wanting a different idea. Again, still some of these passes aren't on the same page as with each other. Either way, Real Central is able to deal with this one. And a foul for Real Central. Richter is the one that committed the foul. Doesn't like the call by the seams of things. Either way, this game is now tied 1-1. Thomas intercepts that one, but doesn't quite hold on to the ball, have control of the ball. Real Central just finding themselves from the back. Real Central loses it. Now it's back to Philadelphia. As that one goes out, again, just some of these players just not on the same page as one another, and this is kind of interesting, especially for both teams. It's not looking really good for Philadelphia. Haven't been on the same page on most of their passes, which is very concerning right now, especially if you want playoffs. Luke Papagliano sends one to a ball, a nice through ball, shot again. This one doesn't go find the back of the net, but goes over the goal and over the goalpost. Again, if you were playing a different sport, that would have been a field goal and for 3 points, but we are playing soccer. So it's going to be a goal kick and no points or goals scored. Bell now with it. Boyd fighting with his defender. Still with it. Rasheed Thomas now has a chance, and that one gets cleared from Skalski, and Philadelphia still with it. Holden. Figueroa. Can he get there? Yes, he can, but it won't matter anyway because it's going to be called offsides. Figueroa was offsides. Real Central will have a free kick. And the kick given to, I believe that is Horner. And they're going to give it to Real Central. Tough call there, at least from my vantage point. And still some confusion, some saying foul throw, but I think the referee just did not like where the player was. He was too far up, and they're going to still be Real Central's throw in. So Aleli, Isla, Richter with a great sliding tackle to stop that one. That ball goes out, but still stays Real Central throw in. Chapala now with it. Some close in passing for Real Central. Boy with it. Passes back to Holden. Bell. Narcisi. Thomas. Thomas still with it. Thomas going to cut in. Thomas going to cross. Ball goes out, and that's going to be a corner kick for Philadelphia. Ficarata is going to be the one to take this corner. Again, this goal stays 1-1. Ball comes in the middle of the box. Good punch out by Eric. As Real Central now has a chance to deal with this and has a chance to do another counterattack, which they've been so effective off of corners. And as soon as I say that, it hasn't been what we usually see from Philadelphia. Is now not from Philadelphia, I mean from Real Central. My bad. But either way, Real Central's now has a throw in themselves. Real Central's going to throw this one in. Isla still with it. Boy now. Boy with some fancy footwork. Both players showing some off their footwork here. Some good ball control from both of them. And referee is going to call handball on Narcisi. Quickly brought in, and now Philadelphia sending it back to St. Paul. Richter. Ficarata was calling for that one. Doesn't like that didn't get it. And Ficarata is the leading goal scorer for the team with 8 goals for Philadelphia. Narcisi. Ficarata. He's going to give it to Thomas. Thomas with some open space. Thomas with some speed, of course. Fighting it. Holds it up. What does he do? Gives it to Narcisi, who takes a shot and just sends one up high and wide. And that ball goes out as a Real Central goal kick. Brought back in. Philadelphia not pressing. That ball goes up. Richter deals with it. Chance for Philadelphia to hold on. Ficarata passes it back. Thomas now with it. Thomas chasing. Can he keep it in? No, he can't. That one is going to be a goal kick. Dennis Rooney's out on the wide, trying to keep in check of Rasheed Thomas. It's not something easy to do. He's got the pace. That ball will go out. Become a throw-in for Philadelphia. And referee's going to tell Philadelphia to hold back. That is, give me a minute, Sergio. Is the referee telling the hold to go back? He does his run up again, but unable to find a man. Real Central. Narcisi now with it. Narcisi out on the left. On the right. Thomas. As at one, sent back. Richter. Ficarada. Aleli does a good job dealing with it, and he's back now with it. Maleli, the goal scorer last week's game, had a beautiful free kick against the Medford Strikers. Also leads the team in goals with 5. Luke Papiano has a chance down in the middle. Holds it on a little too long. It's real Central. It's Firmino. Firmino still with it. And Joara able to stop that one for a little bit. Doesn't hold on. Luke Papiano takes a shot. That one's going to go out wide, and St. Paul's going to hold on to this one. Richter now with it. Holden sends one to St. Paul, and who was in some serious trouble for that one. Zebram was the one to look to maybe get to it. Boy, it's a foot race. And it's going to say, with Philadelphia, a good, clean slide tackle from John Firmino. Figueroa is going to be the one to throw this one in, possibly. No, it's actually going to go to Gerara. Figueroa. Gerara. Boy with it. Sends one in the middle of the box. Foul just outside the box, and a dangerous free kick for Philadelphia. It's going to be interesting on who's going to be the one to take it. As now there's 3 players. Now Richter's just trying to figure out what's the plan here. Well, Ficarada is one of the 2 players to be over it. As Muhammad is one of the others. As a 3-man wall is set for Real Central. As we wait for the referee's whistle. Figueroa's looked at one to take the shot. That one just over the post and over the field goal, of course. And that's a goal kick for Real Central. Figueroa, eyes on goal the entire time, just unable to put it on the target. This one's kicked back in. Papiano. Narcisi fakes a couple shots. Holden. Gerara. Cuts inside. Can't find anything. Holden. Figueroa. Gerrara. Ija Boy. Sends one in the middle of the box, but doesn't matter either way. It's offside. Ija Boy was called offside. And another indirect free kick for Real Central. You're just wondering when one of these teams might strike. Philadelphia had just been caught offsides a couple of times. And you're just waiting for a blow from either of these teams to make this a 2-1 game. That ball gets caught up with the air, and that one you could just see it die midway through. That ball goes out, and now it's a Philadelphia throw in. Gerrara. Throw this one in. Going to give it to Figueroa. Still with it. Cuts inside. Gives it to Holden. Holden. Figueroa. Bell. And Philadelphia resets the offense. A little fakery there, and it goes to Holden instead. Holden. Ija Boy wanting this one. And that one gets hit off of Figueroa. It's going to go to Gerrara. All part of the plan if they get this one to go in the back of the net. Ball in the middle. Ija Boy unable to get a full control of that one, loses possession, but it goes out, and that one is a goal kick for Real Central. Ija Boy wanted the cross. Holden was crossing it in, and Figueroa just was a little bit too close for that cross. Hits off the back, and totally different game plan after that. Real Central's now the one. Sowski is the goalkeeper, of course, for Real Central. Firmino. Looking. Finds someone in the middle. Sheshkaville. Still with Real Central. Big booming cross, and now it's just a go and chase. That one's getting headed by Bell to St. Paul, but either way, Real Central had runners. Philadelphia now back with the possession on, looking to take a strike here. Holden. Arcisi. Richter. Passing it back to St. Paul, and the offense has to reset. Mohamed. And the pass gets intercepted. Isla. Holden. That one's to Bell. Bell now sending one up wide to Thomas. Thomas going to have to go and chase. Thomas is able to get that one. It's going to hold it off for maybe a corner. No, he keeps it in. Cuts inside. Still battling. Looking for the cross. Can't get that one to stick. It's Narcisi. Gerrara. Figueroa. Able to cut inside. Going to cross one into Ija Boy. He falls down. Referee says no pen, and it's a goal kick, and Ija Boy doesn't like the call. He wanted the penalty. Referee saying there's not enough contact for a pen. Either way, it's get brought back in as Real Central's now with it. Papliano's making a run for it. Big, huge run. Just falls a little bit short, but either way, Real Central almost gets possession back, but Philadelphia has it again. Gerrara. Ija Boy with a chance. Another great sliding tackle from John Firmino. John Firmino holding the back line very strong. is Ija Boy. Loses the shin guard, but now has a chance for a free kick, and that's going to be a penalty. It is going to be a handball. John Firmino is the one to hold it. Handball. And Firmino just uncontrolled with himself, showing emotion. I don't know if he's maybe possibly hurt, actually. Looks like he's holding near the back of his head. Saying he was fouled there. But either way, it's going to be a penalty against Real Central, as John Firmino is the one to touch the ball with his hand. So a handball inside the box. So a penalty has been given. And Mohammed El Gayer is the one to take it. Warnowski going to try and stop it. Mohammed El Gayer waiting for the referee to blow his whistle. As referee sees something that he doesn't like, might be the ball is just a little too far out of position. El Gayer's going to replace it again. And some more mind games going on here for this penalty kick. Referee blows his whistle. Here we go. El Gayer, shot, saved by Rakowski, and it's another beautiful save, and it's a foul against Philadelphia. Just unbelievable from Eric Wankowski. Saves a penalty shot from Philadelphia to go up 2-1. This game stays 1-1. Stays 1 apiece. And my goodness, the goalkeeper of Real Central comes out big. Just unbelievable. A sigh of relief probably is coming on from John Firmino, as his mistake gets easily redempted. Now Real Central with a chance now. Isla Volvic is the one to be the one there, as Giannis. Giannis still with it. Real Central had a big chance at a counterattack, and then got slowed down by Real Central had a big chance of a counterattack. Philadelphia was able to slow him down. El Gayer loses possession. Horner takes a shot. His shot not powerful enough. Gets blocked. Thomas unable to get that one. El Gayer. Papliano. Maleli. And now it's Firmino. Firmino still with it. He's going to pass it back to Wardowski. That pass gets blocked, as Philadelphia still with it. Stostak was it still with it, and now it's to Volic. El Gayer. Jarara making a run. Figueroa out on the wing. What does he do? Fancy footwork. Cuts inside. Doesn't lose the man, though. El Gayer. Thomas. Going to cut inside himself. Try to cross that one in. Jarara. Cuts inside. Takes a shot. That one straight at Eric. Easy scoop and save. And that's going to be halftime, as this stays 1 apiece here against Real Central versus Philadelphia. Major playoff implications here, but still 45 minutes separate these two teams, and it separates them from 3 points or possibly another draw. But we'll be right back right here in Game and Frame. I'm John Hallwood.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University, and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards, so I know that they're together, and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer, and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game and Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
And we welcome you back. A 1-1 draw here. Philadelphia 1, Real Central 1. But again, just a quick word from our sponsor. Today's Game and Frame broadcast is sponsored by Umbro. You can head to umbroteam.com to start designing your team kit for free now. Produced by Umbro, designed and worn by you. And I'm glad you're tuned in with us on a nice Friday night as Real Central and Philadelphia Soccer Club take on each other. Major playoff implications here. A major win for either of these teams would see themselves up and could possibly be in that last playoff spot in 4th place. A win for Real Central would even themselves head-to-head, and the goal difference would be the factor. But a win for Philadelphia, they would take the sweep and a major 3 points closer to Philadelphia, as they are a game behind, as Philadelphia is a game behind Real Central. And again, I do want to apologize. I do try to get some of these names right. I just got told earlier, the goalkeeper for Real Central, his name is Eric Norwinski. He made the big saving stop against Philadelphia, a penalty save from Norwinski. But either way, second half action has of course started for quite a bit, as both of these teams are looking to get a win and get themselves 3 points closer, or if not, maybe further from their opponents. But again, glad you're tuned in with us. I'm John Hallwood. The game is, of course, still tied 1-1 in the second half, as Real Central's the team wearing the red with white numbers, as Philadelphia are in the baby blue with the black numbers. As a throw-in for Philadelphia, a free kick for Philadelphia, as Ben Richter is going to be the one to take this one. Ball comes in. That one gets cleared away from Philadelphia. Bell with it. Sends it out wide to Narcisi. Narcisi with a chance, crosses it in. Anyone home? No one is home. And that one gets cleared away from Luke Popliano, and Real Central now with the ball. Holden able to get that one. And it looks like a substitution has been made for Real Central, as Zador comes into the game for this second half for Real Central. Zador still with it. He gets fouled. Ijaboy commits the foul. Referee is going to have a word with him. No card going to be shown here. No cards have been shown so far in this game. It's been a fairly clean game, which is good to see. You don't want to see cards impacting a game sometimes. As Real Central is going to be the one to kick this one away. Cole Sotak is the one to kick this one up. Saakashvili. Couldn't keep that one to go in. That goes out, and that goes for a Philadelphia throw-in. Sun goes down. It gets a little bit chillier. Probably not going to be as chilly as it's going to be this weekend. But either way, we continue to go on. Philadelphia is again going to be the one to throw this one in. Holden has this one. Narcisi still with it. Ijaboy can't get his pass to go through. Popliano. Elgire. And Philadelphia is able to get something going, but still loses possession. Well, Real Central now back with it. Firmino And a chasing ball. Fortunately, was unable to get there was Karchapula. Giannis. Ben Richter's going to be called, gets fouled. Zador, I believe, is the one to commit the foul there. It is Zador. As Richter is the one to kick this free kick. Richter fakes it, but he's trying to find an open player. No one is moving around as he finally kicks one up, and that one quickly gets possessed by Real Central, who kicks that one away, and it goes into the far away stands, the opposite side of us. So a new ball has to be brought in. And throwing gets right back to Real Central. And that pass goes out again, and that stays for Philadelphia. Philadelphia should be able to capitalize on some of these mistakes that Real Central is giving them. Sergio is the one to throw this one in. Throws it in. Stoak, and Zador is unable to get that. Zador still with it. Out wide on the right. Has the pace. Jawara having to chase. Crossed in the middle. No one's there. Giannis. Papliano. Papliano fakes the shot. Takes the second shot. Gets deflected by Richter, who puts the body on the line. And gets cleared by Philadelphia. Alali. Now Philadelphia trying to make their own magic. Ijaboy goes out wide to the left. Can't cut in, and that one's going to get fouled. And looks like, try and see who it is. Sean Malelli. Slow to get up. Again, hopefully he's able to get up soon, and he does. Again, scored a free kick against Medford Strikers in the 4-1 victory. As Eric Nerwinski gets a beautiful kick. The wind helps him. Zador takes a shot early on as there was still plenty of time to find an open pass, find an open player, maybe send a through ball out wide. Seemed a little bit rushed there. Malelli gets fouled again, and this one's going to be a booking. And there's the first booking of the night. As Philadelphia doesn't like the call. Elgire really not liking the call, still talking to the ref. He's got to be careful. Doesn't want to find himself back in the ref's book, as Ben Richter's just trying to figure out why was the foul called. Ahmed Elgire, known for getting red card, a little bit, from what I've heard from the team, a little bit known for getting red cards. Giannis sends a ball up down the middle. Ben Richter, Holden, Thomas, and Giannis now with it. Ball in the middle as no one was home for that one. Matt Horner, I should say. Sorry, not Matt Horner, my bad. Dennis Rooney Number 24, Dennis Rooney. Couldn't get a pass. Find anyone in the middle. Figueroa. Geyer. Still with it. Fighting a little bit. He gets the foul called. And things are starting to get a little bit chippier here. As Geyer looks to maybe get subs. There's going to be a substitution, either this stoppage or the next one. And Richter is talking with the referee, saying that he wasn't going to be. I don't think it was a substitution, actually. Richter's still talking with the referee. Either way, we got that sorted out and dealt with. And all that ball goes out. And Real Central has to throw in themselves. And assistant referee notices something. He was waving his flag up in the air as there's going to be a free kick, and referees are going to come together and talk. And yellow card to Ben Richter. Something that he had to say to get the referee's attention like that. And Ben Richter's finds himself in the referee's book. Like I said, things are starting to get a little bit heated here. So a free kick for Real Central. Wind kind of on their side. Ball comes in, still floating in. Zador. As a little just too high of a foot for Matt Horner. Richter. Or Cece. Zador is able to hold that one. Maleli. Zador, Cece is able to hold possession. Figueroa. Going out wide to the left. Stays there. Is he able to cut in? Still fighting for it. Able to cut in. Yes, he is. That ball goes out, unfortunately, and that's going to be a goal kick for Real Central, but Figueroa able to go around two defenders, send a cross in, but just unable to place it in the middle of the box. It's now Real Central back with it. Maleli, able to get himself out of trouble. Dennis Rooney. Zador has players running and just couldn't get Matt Horner, just couldn't get the ball to him. Doesn't mind the idea, just unfortunate as they discuss on what happens, what to do next time when that situation appears. Not many substitutions for both of these clubs. So they are limited on subs for both of them. That ball's going to go out in a nice spot for Real Central. As Real Central looking to make a pair of substitutions. Not this stoppage, but next. Giannis. That ball goes out wide to Cachapula. Cachapula still in the middle. Papagiano, his cross goes in the middle of the box and gets taken out for a corner for Real Central. And the subs are going to be coming in. No, they're not. As one of them is Ruby. I'm going to try and say the last name right. Durival. I can't quite see the other number just yet. But either way, cross coming inside the box for Real Central. No one is home in the back post. Only if someone was in the back post, that could have possibly been in. But either way, Real Central making a pair of substitutions. Luke Popliano's night seems to be done. He ends the night with an assist. And also, Eric Karchapula's night also seems to be done. Again, I'll try to figure out who's the other player that is coming in. Probably Durival. Zador. Zador's still with it. Can he keep it in? Yes, he can. As Charlie Livesey is also into the game. He's the other substitution that comes in. But either way, Real Central with a throw-in a dangerous spot. Throw-in. Horner, unable to keep a hold of it. Some pushing and shoving a little bit afterwards, but nothing too major of yet. Nerwinski. Sadek. Now to Giannis. Sadek. Zador. Zador, can he keep a hold of it? Yes, he can. Gets around one defender. Zador. Zador still holding on. Takes a shot himself, and St. Paul, straight at St. Paul, and he's able to deal with that one. Zador pressing early. Thomas can't get to that one. Giannis. Giannis still with it, able to get around two players. Giannis to Zador. Zador sends one into the middle. Doesn't matter. Zador is offsides. As a substitution is going to be coming in for Philadelphia. So I'll try and figure out who that one is. Zelgeyer's night looks to be done. See who he gets replaced by. Looks like a defensive player, so Philadelphia trying to hold spot back. Seth Eisenberg with it is the substitution. Sorry, not with it, but is the substitution. That ball goes out. Thomas. Livesey. Giannis. Loses possession. Livesey, though, gets it back. Livesey out on the wing. Hold it. Ethenberg able to deal with that one. Real Central will have a throw in. Real Central will have a throw in. Dennis Rooney is going to be looking to take the long throw. Cuts it short. Horner. Still with it. Ball still not out. Goes out, and it's going to be a corner Philadelphia doesn't like that call. As Giannis is going to be the one to take this corner. And Real Central having everyone in the back post nearly. So let's see what happens for this one. Play is happening. As they get to redraw the play. Cross comes in. Ball in the middle of the box, and a little bit too much pushing and shoving and holding on for the referee as that one gets called back as St. Paul will take the free kick. Giannis will kick this one away as Sergio's going to be the one to throw this one in for Philadelphia. Holden. Can he get around? Zador. Not Zador, Livesey. Lely. Real Central resetting their attack to Norwinski. Sadak sends a ball deep, trying to find Sheshkavilla. Of course, that ball was unable to. A foul is going to be called here for Real Central. With that foul, we'll take look at some of the games that are upcoming in just, I believe, like tomorrow. As Hoboken FC 1912 versus New York International FC. That game will start at 4 p.m. APSL Metropolitan Conference. Freedoms take on Schneider FC at 7:30 APSL Metropolitan Conference. And then also just about to be, not tomorrow actually, I believe it's Real Central take on Vidas United, Delaware River Conference, and Westchester Predators take on Alloway Soccer Club, 8:30 p.m. APSL Delaware River Conference. So some games to be looking forward to from Game and Frame. I hope you all stay tuned for those games. There's a chance for Real Central now. Shekshevilla holds that one off. Ball in the middle. Real Central still with it. Horner takes a shot. That one goes wide left. Sorry, wide right, I should say, actually. Sorry, actually, all those games that I just mentioned will happen on Sunday, actually, not tomorrow. So Real Central already having another game. That's a foul for Philadelphia. And Real Central already having another game within 2 days. So very little rest to some of these players, but a huge, humongous, and important match for standings and a potential playoffs if they win this game. Throwing comes in. Friccarella comes into the middle of the box. He's able to put one in the middle, and no one is there. It sends a little bit too hard in the middle. And now Real Central up, trying to send numbers. Livesey able to fake out Rashid Thomas. Got a little too heavy-footed. Horner. Giannis. Satak. Aleli. Thomas out on the wing. Thomas gonna cross one in the middle of the box. No one again. It's just home. It's just able to be cleared out by Real Central. Holden takes a shot. And Sheshkaville He gets pulled, and that's going to be a yellow card, and the flares are coming out. It's going to be interesting what the call is here. Yellow card. It's a double booking. As the Philadelphia bench is upset, saying that Eshkavelli should have gotten a red card for an elbow, possibly to the head. Referee makes the final decision, of course, but both yellows. And you're still hearing some calls for a red card here from the Philadelphia side. But either way, Sheshkavet. Bell's the one to be hurt. Is also the recipient of the yellow card. And just some words to the captain. There's still a lot of talking, as it looks like see what's going on. Well, Bell and Sheshkavilla both got yellow cards, and it won't matter anyway because Sheshkavilla is going to be subbed off. I did not see who came in for him. As Keelan Conan, someone to be substituted in as Philadelphia has a chance to score here, but unable to. Throw in for Real Central as Ijaboy kind of jumps in the way of the thrower as the pair of substitutions is getting ready for Philadelphia. As it's a foul throw. Not something you usually see called in the APSL league as much. But either way, Philadelphia will make a pair of substitutions. As Ijaboy's night is done, and it looks so far as also Rasheed Thomas. As two new players come in. O'Sheen Rose comes in. And believed to be Barbosa. But either way, Philadelphia with a shot. No one there to go and score that one. O'Shane Rose just a foot away from putting that one in the back of the net. But a Real Central will have a goal kick. Yes, it is Pedro Barbosa, the one that's wearing number 7. Orwinski. Big goal kick from him, and that one unfortunately goes out. Lipsy unable to keep that one from going out. I think both benches have exhausted their bench. No more substitutions probably for the rest of this game. Bell not only an attack. Out wide, Ficarada. Barbosa's unable to get to that one. Livesey. Rooney gets cleared from Philadelphia. Sadak. My bad. Or CC. Barbosa. Ball in the box as that one's still not clear from Real Central. Sadak is able to clear that one away. Bell with a shot straight to Norwinski. Norwinski was able to hold on to that one, and a shift of possession has gone down to Philadelphia as they look the most promising right now to score a goal. And foul's getting called for Real Central. And I think there's going to be a booking here. No, it looked like there might have been a booking. He looked like the referee was going to pull something to his pocket because I thought I heard the same thing that the referee heard. But I just don't think the referee knew what player said it. Ball came in. Ball's up in the air. St. Paul is able to deal with that one. And as soon as I say, though, I think no more substitutions are going to come in. Philadelphia looks like they got one more at midfield as a long ball to Figueroa is coming in. Figueroa still with it, still with a chance. Chance for a cross. Figueroa going to cut in. Yes, he does. Figueroa shoots. His shot gets blocked. Horner just all by himself and loses possession, and Richter was able to give it to Bell. As play is going to stop as a player is down. I think that is Figueroa. It is Figueroa. So play will stop here as the referee checks on Figueroa. Again, it's a 1-1 scoreline. A goal scored from, the first goal was from Real Central. Luke Papiano, and an amazing cross outside of the, not outside the box, but inside the box, just out towards the right. And Sheshkashvili was able to finish that one and find the back of the net. And then quickly afterwards, Philadelphia was able to find the back of the net with Narcisi. And then Philadelphia did have a penalty kick, but gets stopped by Eric Norwinski, who's done a great job keeping Real Central in this game. Rose. Barbosa. The FC now with it. Sador, no fouls called. Rose, still with it. Rose in the box. Loses possession, wanting a foul, and doesn't get it. Barbosa is the one to get fouled. Still player waiting on halfway line to get subbed in. Holden and Figueroa are the ones to be near the ball. And it looks like to be Figueroa. It's going to be interesting. Does he try and go for a goal? I don't think this is an angle where you could, but could be proven wrong. Referee blows his whistle. Figueroa on the spot. Low ball, still in the box. And Real Central is able to clear it out a little bit, as that one, Dennis Rooney was going to throw that one early, and the referee calls it for Philadelphia. As Philadelphia will make a substitution. Jarara is now coming off the field, now coming on to the field. I'll see in a minute, hopefully when I see the number. looks like to be number 18, but either way, we'll get back. I'll give you the player that comes in a minute. Giannis. That one gets stopped by Eisenberg. And that ball gets cleared up into the stands up here, and it's going to be interesting if one of the fans maybe throw this one in. That one does get thrown in. Figueroa now with it. Goes around one defender, Dennis Rooney, unable to keep it, and loses possession. Horner now with it with Zador. Horner still with it. Zador out wide. Horner goes in the middle. Horner can't find Zador just yet. As Philadelphia is able to stop this attack, and it's starting to look possibly for a draw as we're in the 80th minute. Well, 83rd minute, I should probably say. Oh, 81st. That ball goes out. Throw in for Philadelphia. Throw in again. Here comes the throw in. Philadelphia. I believe that's Bell out wide. Bell sends a corner, sends a cross in. That's going to be a corner as Skandeski. David Skandeski comes in for Philadelphia. I had an earlier talk with him, funny enough, about, trying to pronounce his last name, and I kind of forgot. So I do apologize for not saying his name right, but either way, cross comes in, still in, bouncing around, doesn't find the back of the net. No, it doesn't, but it's going to be a corner kick. And this is probably a goalkeeper's worst nightmare. Pins around like a pinball machine, not knowing where it is, bouncing off of bodies, but it's just lucky enough to go out for a corner kick, which is going to happen again. Probably one of the worst feelings for a goalkeeper, not knowing where the ball is, especially in a corner. Because that ball could be coming out of nowhere. Here's the corner again. This one's getting dealt with real central this time, but good clearance. Barbosa goes into the box. Barbosa sends it in the middle. Richter, shot, saved. Holden, shot, gets too much under it and over the bar. Philadelphia, chance after chance, just can't find the back of the net. They're knocking at the door. It's just to see if they can able to break it down. Time is becoming a factor for both of these teams. Truly a goal here would win it for either one. Nowinski with the goal kick. Boots this one away. Big boot again. Livesey with it now. Horner. Can he get one? And no, a referee blew his whistle and he's still playing. A player is down. This is interesting to say the least. Usually when the referee blows his whistle, the play stops, but apparently not this time. And again, tempers are flaring on that Philadelphia bench. Bell. Bell with it. Rose. Crosses one in the middle of the box. Can it find a Philadelphia player? Yes, it can, but just not in the right spot. Barbosa. Bell. And he's going to be called offsides. Nowinski now with a free kick. Nowinski has been having great kicks, especially with the wind on his side, and he continues with this again. Bell heads it. Barbosa gives Rose some clean room. Rose holding it up. See where he goes. Cuts inside, crosses it back in the middle. Horner. Good clearance from Real Central as Horner was trying to get that one. St. Paul. Richter. Richter holding it up still. Finds Barbosa. Barbosa goes down and foul called for Philadelphia. I believe that might be, not sure who's out there. Barbosa. Sergio. Bell. Rose. Rose again. Rose with a chance inside the box. Sends the one in the middle, and Real Central's able to deal with it again. Good clearance. That ball's going to go out, and that's going to be a Real Central throw-in. Real Central's just going to take their time by the looks of things, maybe possibly playing for the tie. Philadelphia's coach still not happy with the referee. He's got to be careful himself. He could be sent off if it continues like this. Holden. Vicarella. Going inside. He's going to cut inside. He's going to put a ball in the middle of the box, and it just over the crossbar. Lawrence Narcisi, the previous goal scorer for Philadelphia, sends one over the bar, and you just thought maybe this was the chance that Philadelphia was looking for, just unable to place it in the back of the net. Nowinski for the goal kick. Again, big free kick. Zador's trying to chase after. This ball's going to go out. Dennis Rooney to throw this one in. Zador receives. Gale, Conan loses. Giannis on Bell. Horner asking for the foul. Referee doesn't give. And clearance from Philadelphia, and another throw in for Real Central as Rooney's going to give this one to Gale Conan. Horner. Giannis. And that one's going to go long, wide right. And St. Paul's going to have to chase after. Never mind. He won't have to chase after that one. Ball's brought back in. Philadelphia now on the attack. Vicarella He's going to chase after that one. He falls down in a dangerous area. Where is it going to be placed? Yellow card is given, but where is the foul occurred? Is it inside or outside? It looks like it's just outside the box. Philadelphia with a prime opportunity to score late on in this game. Figueroa looking to take this free kick. Say just about maybe 3 feet away from the penalty box. Here he goes. Referee blows his whistle. Figueroa sends a ball in the box, and just Narcisi unable to get to that one. A little too high. And that ball was coming in fast, so Nowinski going to send this one up. Richter. That ball gets through, but either way, Real Central able to deal with it. Rose. Out with a chance, out wide. Sends a ball in the middle. Cleared again from Real Central this time. Neither the best of clearance. Holden. Barbosa. Still. Sador now chasing afterwards. Sador now with it. Sador given the green light. Sador gets one round one. Can he get round two? No, he can't. Holden. Barbosa now. Philadelphia back on the attack. Philadelphia sends one in. Figueroa is the target man, and he's going to be called offsides. And he knew that one too. Nowinski going to try and give his team, Real Central, a chance to get a goal here. He's going to boot one high. Real Central setting their players up. Ball up in the air. Holden. Philadelphia is able to deal with it so far. Barbosa. Going out wide for Figueroa. Figueroa. Cuts inside. Still with it. And another yellow card comes out, this time for Giannis. Just under a minute by the sounds of things from what I'm hearing. But again, the referee has the official time, so we'll know when the referee blows his whistle. Holden on this free kick. Here we go. Holden crosses one in the middle of the box. Gets dealt with from Real Central. Holden passes it out wide. David, and it won't matter. It's going to stay tied 1-1 here. Philadelphia had a chance with a PK. Couldn't score on that one, but a little bit on heartbreak for Philadelphia. They're looking for more for the 3 points and the win, especially with the game in hands. But either way, it's a 1-1 draw right here with Real Central and Philadelphia. We'll be right back here in Game and Frame with an interview.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobras, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game and Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division I programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
Welcome back. I'm John Hallwood. Of course, now with me is Nasisi. I'm trying to say that right. Again, it's a 1-1 draw, a tough draw at that, but it's still a point. How does the team feel though? At least getting a point.
I mean, we're a little disappointed. We definitely thought we could have won that game. If we finished a couple other chances, it definitely would have been a much more appreciative outcome. But nonetheless, I think we all thought we played hard and were just unlucky at the end of the day.
Again, you were the goal scorer of the game, of course. You were able to equalize. How did that feel, at least, getting that goal to go to the back of the net?
Oh, I mean, it felt great, honestly. We went down one pretty early, so to get one back right after that was a good feeling. Kept us in the game.
You had some really good chances, also some prime opportunities, just unable to finish. Is that something that you guys are going to be working on over the week?
Absolutely. I think you can never have enough practice, but at the same time, we were getting those opportunities. It's just the last detail that we need to work on.
And again, you guys are still, the guys are now still 4 points behind, but still with a game in hand over Real Central. How much do you guys want this playoffs? I know you guys want this playoffs a lot, of course, but how much more did this game mean to you guys?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We talked about it at the end of the game. Obviously 3 points here would have helped a little bit, but we're still in it and we still plan to get first place and finish the league.
Well, that's going to do it right here as Philadelphia ties this one 1-1 with Real Central. I'm John Hallwood with Game and Frame. All of you guys, have a good night.